Happy Pie Day! Yeah! No one brought me any pie today. I'm so sad. In my procrastination today, I was looking over my past videos. I deleted some of them because, like, the worst ones that I had were the ones with the most views. I'm not really sure what that means. And what I also noticed is, I don't know, I guess it's narcissistic of me too, but I like going back and reading what I wrote in the past or seeing what I said. It's very interesting to see how a person changes over time, how you yourself will change and not even really realize it. You'll look back and think like, "Oh my god, I was so ignorant." Whoa, only till this year did I starting to become aware of things. I'm still really boggled by the fact that I was legitimately racist. I legitimately had internalized racism. I hated Asian people. I mean, not that I mean, I still have so many terrible stereotypes ingrained in my head, but the point is that now I'm becoming aware of them to the point where I can think more consciously and critically about things and not just kind of passively and ignorantly let them go. And it's been so much more meaningful. Life is meaningful now. Life is awesome. Yeah, the multicultural center at my school, and I really wish that we would change the name to the League of Social Justice. It would be really cool. And I think a lot more people would come inside, and maybe a lot more people would be drawn to multiculturalism. And what I mean by multiculturalism is, like, at the center, we don't focus so much on like ethnicities or ethnic celebrations. We focus on leadership and wellness, and then social justice issues. League of Social Justice. The clashing of the intersections of race and gender and class and ableism and homophobia and all of that stuff. And it's all very interesting, and it's been, I don't know how to describe it. It's been inherently good. I just feel so much, I don't know, I feel aware, I feel empowered to be aware, to share what I've been learning with other people, and to actually stand up when someone says something ignorant. I mean, I don't want to fight them, because then they're never going to learn, but I'm trying to learn how to stand up. You gotta confront, you gotta educate, and you gotta reinforce that education. You can't just kind of teach it and then let it pass. Like, every single semester of school goes by, you learn, you cram all this information, and then you just, it's gone. New semester, gone. We really need to figure out how to enforce this, and I think that would be really helpful if the academic side of school even somehow utilized this or could effectively do this. And anyway, looking back on my past videos and to my current ones, the quality of the content hasn't really improved much. But what I can say is that going from the present time to the past, my videos have gotten from darker to lighter, or they've gotten from lighter to darker. It's very strange. I'm not really sure what it is. I live in a cave. Maybe I've descended into the realm of education and knowledge, and that's where you really find this cynicism. But then once you get through that, maybe once you drown and you get reborn or something, I don't even know. All of a sudden you're like, whoa! You like come out of this dead state of cynicism and apathy, and then you're like, whoa, activism and like learning hella cool shit. And I would just like to take this moment to passively appreciate my friends and everyone that has been like a role model to me, or that has somehow been intrinsically helpful. I'm not really sure how to word this, but there's been a lot of very helpful people in my life, especially recently, and I really appreciate learning from them and communicating. And learning is amazing. Like, seriously, y'all might be like, whoa, learning is stupid, school is for idiots, but do you see the contradiction? Do you see the hypocrisy? One of my friends posted this link to the video of that UCLA girl ranting about Asians in the library, and I was very disturbed. I mean, every day I come across something that's very disturbing, and then I come across something else that's very empowering and enlightening. But the fact is that there's so much ignorance. Highly intelligent people are still ignorant a lot of the time. I just don't get it. I really, I mean, I have to own up to my ignorance too, but maybe that's the problem. Maybe other people just don't even want to start trying to own up to this ignorance that they have, that it's not even their fault that they have. It's society, it's the system within society that is creating these stereotypes. And I was talking with an intern today. We're talking about how media and marketers and advertising agencies, they are essentially rewriting or overwriting definitions and reality. They're taking Asians in the media. The media is remolding them and completely, like, maybe they're not even remolding them, they're just kind of tossing them in the trash. And then they're taking in this cup and they're being like, this is the new Asian. This is the new Asian. And then people start buying into it. Even Asians will start buying into it. And when I say Asians, I'm doing this terrible, terrible thing where I'm including all of the Asian communities, which are so diverse, and you can't, I mean, Asian is a Western concept, and you can't really, it's like saying white people. Like, what is white people? It's European, that's German, that's Swedish, that's French, that's Irish, and then when you say what about Asian people? You know, you got Chinese, you got Hmong, you got Japanese, Cambodian, Thai, and then and then within those, there's like different languages, and then there's so much, it's also very distressing, and I guess that's why a lot of people won't own up to it. They won't think about it. They don't want to think about it because it is distressing. It's incredibly distressing. But at some point, we have to start thinking. Otherwise, what are we gonna do? Play some Pokemon? Pokemon's cool, but I don't know. Eventually, you gotta think about these things, because then you're gonna get so distracted and frustrated again with the Zubats in the caves. Every corner, every step in the cave, Zubats everywhere. And that's exactly what real world is like. You just see all of these distressing things, and then you don't want to play it anymore. You don't want to think about it. You just want to go over and play some other game. But eventually, if you really want to finish that game, you got to go through it. You got to go through that cave of Zubats. I don't know if that metaphor made any sense. I do that a lot. So, my goal for this video is for you to start critically thinking about everything and being aware of your own actions and your own thoughts and where they're coming from. And not being afraid to speak out against yourself and own up to your ignorance. Yeah, thank you.